A double threat for the end of this busy week. We're talking rain, the kind that brought flooding to some places yesterday.
Yeah, and snow, too, the kind that could make the morning rush in parts of the Northeast a big mess tomorrow. Just ahead, who will be soggy or snowy, and for how long?
Welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm Dave Schwartz.
And I'm Nick Walker. Alex Wilson has the day off. We are tracking two challenges that will make the end of the work week a messy one.
Yep, one is wintry. 4 million people under winter storm watches and warnings now as snow targets parts of the Northeast.
And then there's that wet threat as well. A lot of us are going to experience that. Many of us already are. It looks like Orlando is one of the places that's going to have to deal with some rain, maybe some thunderstorms as we head through the rest of the day. You've got those clouds right on your doorstep right now. And all this stretches all the way up to the southeast coast. We're continuing to see more rainfall along the Carolina shores. So, Dave, bring us up to date on what's going on here and what we can expect.
Sure thing, Nick. Boy, that was a beautiful picture, those clouds. Wasn't that something? You know, we got a cold front that has slowly headed toward the East Coast. It's actually hanging back right on the coast here in North Carolina and then down into northern and central Florida. The focal point for more rain, and this is going to be the disturbance that produces snow in New England late tonight and tomorrow. Right along the front. Look at it. There's no west to east movement here. So we just have rain on top of soggy ground, more rain on top of rain-soaked. See what I'm saying? This will be out of here by tomorrow afternoon. And all the way down through Jayville. Boy, we had some thunderstorms here today and just north of the Tampa Bay area. South Florida, Central Florida looks good. The front will slowly move through there later on tonight and tomorrow. And that will be that. But just be careful out here. Interstate 95, you're going to have some problems with, water on the road and the spray off the 18-wheelers. Be careful. Low pressure slides off the coast here in Florida. The cold front will drag through later on tonight, and then things get interesting in the Northeast as the moisture meets up with some cooler air. But for the time being, it's wet in the Southeast, at least along the Southeast coast. Interstates 95, 75, 4, and here we are in Jayville. Rain ends tonight, clearing and cooler, but sunny tomorrow. Over to you, Nick.
All right, I like your adjective, Dave. Interesting. And what is particularly interesting is kind of the need for some snow here in places like Boston. Look at this. We've had just a little more than 10 inches to date. That's about a fifth of what we saw this time last year and less than half of what we would consider average for this time of year. So a little snow might be welcome. Just maybe not during your morning drive. I think we could see some of that, though. The winter weather advisories extend all the way up toward coastal Maine and southward to Cape Cod. But we're under those winter storm warnings now from Boston back toward Worcester and down toward Providence, Rhode Island. This is where we expect to see the snowfall, where we're not getting any precipitation right now. Yeah, I know we've had a few little light rain showers off and on around the Boston area, but the moisture, as Dave mentioned, still well toward the south. But as that moves northward, we're going to see these warmer temperatures give way to some cooler air back toward the west. And as that moves in, and as the moisture moves up, we're going to find snow. Let me show you what one model depicts here that we're expecting. Probably starting off as rain here in New York and Boston, then mixing in with some snow, and then turning over to all snow as we head through your midday, and then by afternoon, it is out of here. So it is one quick burst of precipitation, but it's enough that we're going to get some snow accumulation. Let me show you what to expect as we head through tonight and into tomorrow. Turning to snow tomorrow and around Boston and New York, up toward Concord and Bangor, and it'll stay rain farther toward the south. But in Boston, the timeline is such that we'll probably see that snow begin to mix in just before you want to hit the roadways. All right, as you're hitting the roadways, we'll still see that mixture of rain or snow, or maybe some wet snowflakes that'll really splat on your windshield and probably begin to accumulate on the pavement too. Then it becomes all snow as we head into those mid-30s. Note that it never really gets down close to the freezing mark, but close enough where we could still see that wet snow. Dave?
And it was along that same front that we had some severe weather a couple of days ago. We now know that the tornado that caused this damage in Collinsville, Mississippi, was an EF2, with winds up to 125 miles per hour. Now, the tornado ripped into First Baptist Church, which you're seeing here. The pastor and his family survived in an office at that church, but apart from a security camera view, we have not had a clear picture of that tornado until now. We want to caution you, though, when you see a tornado as powerful as this one, you should seek shelter immediately, not wait until it's nearly upon you to try to flee.
Yeah, it man. It's right there.
I have never seen clouds rotate that way.
I've never seen a tornado.
That's the first one I've ever seen live. And it sounds like a freight train.
Is it coming?
I'll tell you.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. No, don't get in the car. Hey, y'all get in the bathtub now. Go. Really, go. Go, go. My gosh. It is so loud. But it could turn this way and hit us in a second. I see what they mean when they say rain wrap. You can't see anything. Frank, it's coming across the lake. It's coming right at. Oh my God, it's coming right at us. It's coming right at us.
Uncomfortable to even watch that.
Yeah, I'm hoping they took cover right after that.
Yeah. Well, we've got a winter storm. Lexi now has been named, with winter storm warnings issued by the National Weather Service in Boston the past few minutes.
Winter storm Lexi, eastern New England.
Tired of food sticking to the pan? You try to scrape it and then you scratch it. You may as well trash it. Not anymore. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Gotham Steel, the newest technology in non-stick cookware made with ceramic and super strong titanium. Stronger than ever before. It's literally like cooking on air. Everything slides right off. This pan makes cooking so easy. Check out this s'mores recipe. Start with chocolate chips, add sweetened condensed milk, marshmallows, and then bake. That's right, use Gotham Steel in the oven to up to 500 degrees. And then look, it slides right out. Delicious. And it's dishwasher safe. Watch, you'd never whisk eggs in a non-stick pan, right? Well, you can with my pan. Use metal and never make a scratch ever. No oil or butter, absolutely no sticking and no scratches. It's amazing. Plus, make flavorful flaky salmon and grill steaks to perfection. Look, burnt cheese is a frying pan disaster. Not with my pan. Shredded Parmesan, right on the heat. And here's a secret. Shape a bowl for a unique way to serve party dips. Even fire won't damage Gotham Steel. Make steak fajita flambe with ease. No burnt stuck-on mess. Just a clean pan and flawless food every time.
Get your 9.5-inch Gotham Steel pan with new titanium ceramic surface for just $19.99. It includes high-end features like a metal scratch guard ring and a solid stainless steel handle. Plus, it's safe for the whole family because Gotham Steel has no harmful PFOAs. And we're so sure it won't stick and won't scratch that we're going to give you a huge 90-day money-back guarantee. No other pan will give you that. So call now to get your Gotham Steel pan with titanium and ceramic for $19.99. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-340-4038. That's 1-800-340-4038. Or order online at gothamsteel.com. That's 1-800-340-4038.
I really want there to be a venue where people who are trying to make a difference can have a voice and have a place to talk about their passions. Weather, climate, environment, technology, science. They're the topics of our lives right now. So let's talk about it.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies with windy conditions. Tonight, showers, thunder possible, low 59, chance of rain 60%. Friday, partly cloudy and windy, high 66. Winds north at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Friday night, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 61. Here's our 7-day outlook.
When the going gets tough, the tough keep pulling.
All new episodes of Highway Through Hell, Sunday nights at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Now everyone who uses catheters can get a better catheter with Liberator Medical's free catheter sample pack. These new catheters are better than ever, easier to use, more convenient, comfortable, virtually pain-free. Don't wait. Call now and get your free catheter sample pack. There's the all-new compact catheter for women, pre-lubricated, no drips, no mess, fits in your purse. The self-lubricated catheter, it lubricates itself in the package, comfortable, no mess. The closed system catheter, pre-lubricated with its own collection bag, proven to reduce UTIs. The discreet pocket catheter, curved to fit in your pocket to go anywhere. The polished eyelet catheter for micro-smooth comfort, reduces friction and pain. Call now. We'll also bill Medicare and your insurance for you. Call for your free catheter sample pack with free shipping. Call Liberator Medical.
Call 1-800-601-3450. That's 1-800-601-3450.
Alarm systems tell us after a break-in has occurred. So I thought, what if you could prevent burglaries before they happen? My invention, the Ring Video Doorbell, does that.
Hello?
I'm doing free tree trimming estimates.
I'm bathing the children right now.
With Ring, you're always home. Ring lets you see and speak with whoever's at your home from anywhere. And with dual power options, you can install Ring in just minutes. Available at ring.com and these fine retailers.
And we have a new storm now. It is Winter Storm Lexi, and it's going to be taking aim on the northeast corridor from New York City up through Hartford and into Providence and Boston. That's going to be tomorrow morning through the middle of the day, and then winding down in the afternoon in northern parts of New England. Let's begin with a look at where the advisories are right now. These are winter storm warnings in effect in eastern Mass as well as into Rhode Island and northeast Connecticut. And our storm is actually not much of a storm right now. We're looking at the lines of equal pressure, and we notice there's an area of lower pressure that's right there in the Carolinas, and we'll zoom down a little bit and show you what's going on with the winds here. We've got southwesterly winds coming up and into the coastal areas, then a north wind kind of wrapping around right in there. So that is where the developing low pressure is starting to spin, and that low is going to get, we think, a good bit more organized over the next 24 hours. So here's the model forecast, and you notice that rain comes up into coastal areas of New England and the mid-Atlantic region overnight tonight, very late tonight. But then that precip starts to get involved with colder air, and we start to see an area of snow breaking out anywhere from Jersey into New York on up into southern New England. That's 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be a tough commute, most likely, in Boston and in New York City and Hartford. And then by 8 a.m., this is probably going to be the peak of the event there in the Boston metro. It's just getting ready to wind down in New York City. And then you notice that the edge is going to be right over the Boston metro by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the whole thing sweeps on out into late afternoon. So what we're thinking is that it's mostly going to be more modest amounts of snow, a pretty sizable area of about 3 to 5 inches across a lot of southern New England, including Long Island and eastern Mass, southeastern parts of New Hampshire, and some pockets within that of 5 to 8 inches of snow. So some snow certainly on the way here for a lot of southern New England, but boy, we have not had a lot this year as compared to last year. Look at that, 10.4 is what we've seen so far, and last season by this time 53.4. Dave, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Carl. You know, when we get into a pattern like this where cold air invades the eastern half of the country with that Gulf Stream offshore, you can get snow way into the south. And of course, you've heard about places such as Atlanta, which have been crippled by 1 or 2 inches of snow. Well, today we've got the cooler, drier air moving in. Looking east, you can see some of the clouds associated with that front that is stalled along the Georgia and the Carolina coast. But sunshine at 51 degrees. 2 years ago, boy, this much snow brought the city to a standstill. And yours truly was out in this thing for 5 hours in my car. The traffic wasn't moving. It was total gridlock. Well, the city has made some changes in terms of their policy as to how to handle that next time, but that was really something. So far this year, we've had 1/3 of an inch of snow in Atlanta. The yearly average is only about 3 inches, and the most we've ever had was back in 1936 when 10.9 inches of snow fell. Charleston, South Carolina, right along the coast. That's where the clouds are the thickest. That's where the rain is. Temperature 63 degrees. You'll clear out tomorrow. But in Charleston, you've had a history of some snow. Take a look back. So far this year, we've had a trace in Charleston, flurries. Our yearly average is 1/2 inch, and the most snow we've ever had, 8 inches, 36 years ago. Our next stop is Miami. Has there ever been snow here? Well, there certainly isn't snow here today. It is warm. It's right near 80 degrees, and so far this year, we've had zip. But when do you ever get snow in Miami? Well, back in 2000, we had a trace of snow. That's the most snow we've ever had in Miami-Dade County. And there you have it. Snow in the south? Yes. Possible? Probable? No. Now this.
Your brain is an amazing thing. But as you get older, it naturally begins to change, causing a lack of sharpness or even trouble with recall. Thankfully, the breakthrough in Prevagen helps your brain and actually improves memory. The secret is an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. In clinical trials, Prevagen has been shown to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, the name to remember. Are you missing out on life because you're putting off neck or back surgery? Call Laser Spine Institute, the leader in minimally invasive spine surgery, to learn how a less than 1 inch incision can have you up and walking within a few hours of surgery, free from chronic back pain, and with no hospital stay and no lengthy recovery. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with spinal stenosis, bulging or herniated disc, sciatica, or other chronic conditions, call today for your MRI review.
When you're in that much pain and you live on painkillers, you really don't have quality of life. I feel like Laser Spine Institute was an answer to prayer. It's just the heavens had opened up, and it was like, I can live again.
If you've been told you might need neck or back surgery, call 1-855-401-BACK for your MRI review.
Laser Spine Institute, a less than 1 inch incision, a lifetime of standing tall. Love drama? Go on a first date.
My passion is puppetry. Here? I think we're done here.
Hate drama? Go to Cars.com. Research, price, find. Only Cars.com helps you get the right car without all the drama.
A little rain, a little shine, a little change over time. When the weather is fine.
Come on down to Weather Underground.
Don't miss the biggest automotive event of the year, the 10th annual Boca Raton Concours d'Elegance, February 19th through the 21st. The festivities begin Friday night at our Boca Raton Hangar Party. Saturday, Jay Leno provides the laughs following our gala dinner auction. And meet Jay Leno Sunday on the show field for the Concours d'Elegance at the Boca Raton Resort, showcasing some of the world's finest antique and exotic cars and cycles. Details at bocacde.com.
Hi, I'm Heather Cox on location with the famous Big Idaho Potato Truck.
Our truck?
It's touring across America telling people about Idaho potatoes.
Let's go, boys!
Again this year, the Big Idaho Potato Truck is traveling the country, spreading the word about heart-healthy Idaho potatoes and making donations to local charities.
Excuse me, miss. Have you seen our truck?
You just missed it.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
7-243-6587. Call now.
There's $1 million hidden under there.
Oh my God, look at that!
I am the blue!
All new episodes of Prospectors, Sunday nights at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, showers, thunder possible. Low 59. Chance of rain 60%. Friday, partly cloudy and windy. High 66. Winds north at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Friday night, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower. Low 61. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Here's a live look at Boston, Massachusetts. A beautiful day. Some clouds, no rain, 55 degrees. That's way above average, Nick, huh?
And they're saying, wait a minute, you said we're under a winter storm warning, but it's pretty mild out here right now. That'll change. It will. Trust us.
It'll change just in time for tomorrow morning's rush hour. And we have a newly named winter storm that's headed your way.
That's right. Carl Parker's in the lab with the wintry details. Back to you, Carl, on what is to come now from Lexi.
Yeah, it looks like a snowy start tomorrow morning in New York City, as well as Hartford and up into Providence and Boston. That snow's going to go on for a lot of the morning, even into the afternoon in eastern New England, and then we'll wind down by late afternoon. So here is the high-resolution model forecast. The models have really settled in on this event. In fact, if anything, they've upped the ante just a little bit. So you notice rain coming up overnight tonight, but then it begins to get over into slightly colder air, just enough that we've got snow breaking out by tomorrow morning. So it will be falling most likely across New Jersey into New York City, a lot of Long Island, as well as through Connecticut and Massachusetts up into Boston and right up the coast into Portland as well. Then by 8 a.m. we're probably seeing the peak of the event there in eastern parts of Massachusetts, just getting ready to wind down most likely in the tri-state area. And then going into the middle of the day, that's when it's going to begin to end here across a lot of eastern Mass, and the whole thing moves off by late afternoon. So not a real long event, not a real strong area of low pressure, and what we're thinking is mostly more modest snowfall amounts. Pretty sizable area of 3 to 5 there through a lot of Massachusetts, as well as into Connecticut and Long Island. Then within that, there could be some areas that get as much as 5 to 8 inches central Mass and also parts of Connecticut. But that is just the first round. We've actually got more weather on the way, and I'll tell you, the models have really been struggling with what's going to happen over the next several days. So what we're looking at here is the cold air indicated by that blue line. That's roughly the rain-snow line. Then we have this first disturbance moving through. There it is right there. You see the precip across that line. Then we see a second one. This is the European model, and you notice a lot of lines of equal pressure right through there. So that's a very strong low. That would mean a lot of coastal impacts, a lot of wind and wave action along the coast in the Carolinas and the southeast. But then the European model, as it moves the storm north, this is the latest run of the European model. The previous run and some previous runs actually had more of that snow a little more onshore in New England. And in this case, it's just a bit outside. So, you know, it's going to be a close call if it happens like that. But then the European model shows a third system coming in on Tuesday, and then some snow along with that. Now, here's what I mean by the models being all over the place. So the GFS agrees about this first storm, no problem there. That seems to be set in stone at this point. And then you've got the second storm. There's the coastal development. You notice that it's already farther offshore, not nearly as strong of a low. But then rather than lifting up and along the coast, it moves out to sea. So in the GFS's scenario, we have no chance for snow from that second storm. And then a third storm develops. You see a little bit of a trough, and we see that redevelopment from the system that's farther inland taking place on the coast. So maybe some snow coming in on Tuesday. So still a lot going on, a lot of wiggle in the models at this point. But we do know that generally there's going to be a lot of cold air in the eastern part of the U.S. And so there certainly is potential for more snow going into the early part of next week. Dave, Nick, back to you.
Thanks, Carl. Well, before that weather worry, though, we have others.
Yeah, ahead on Weather Center Live, we'll talk more about the two-sided mess for the end of the week. And our newly named winter storm, Lexi, will make the ride to work rough tomorrow in the Northeast. Today, it is the rain in the Southeast.
Then, how a selfie turned into a mad dash to safety yesterday. It's a tornado tale you'll need to see.
We were below the 88th southern parallel. We had traveled for over 850 miles. My men driven nearly mad from starvation and frostbite. Today we make history.
Bienvenidos! Welcome Welcome to the South Pole!
If you're Dora the Explorer, you explore. It's what you do.
What took you so long?
If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
You did it! Yay!
Hey, need fast heartburn relief? Try Cool Mint Zantac. It releases a cooling sensation in your mouth and throat. Zantac works in as little as 30 minutes. Nexium can take 24 hours. Try Cool Mint Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
If my hands are dried and cracked, I can't do my job efficiently.
My hands are dry from washing my hands lots of times a day.
O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for dry, cracked hands.
O'Keefe's works.
I saw it working for my husband, and I knew I had to try it.
Learn more at o'keefescompany.com.
Princess is the only cruise line that offers Discovery and Animal Planet shore excursions for truly meaningful travel. Immerse yourself in your destinations and return home rich with new memories. Princess Cruises. Come back new. See all the Discovery at Sea excursions at princess.com.
Oh, I'm not a security guard. I'm a security monitor. I only notify people if there's a robbery. There's a robbery.
Why monitor a problem if you don't fix it? That's why LifeLock does more than free credit monitoring to protect you from identity theft. We not only alert you to identity threats, if you have a problem, we'll spend up to $1 million on lawyers and experts to fix it. LifeLock. Join starting at $9.99 a month.
When you've got a house full of guests on the way and a cold with sinus pressure, you need fast relief. Alka-Seltzer Plus Severe Sinus Congestion and Cough Liquid Gels rush relief to your tough symptoms to put you back in control. Alka-Seltzer Plus Sinus.
We always were told we were German. We were in a German dance group. I wore lederhosen, so I just started poking around on Ancestry. Then I decided to have my DNA tested through Ancestry DNA. It turns out I'm Scottish. So I traded in my lederhosen for a kilt.
This just got interesting. Why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis and a $200 savings card.
Everyone's looking red carpet ready. My man, let me guess who you're wearing. Toenail fungus. What?
Fight it with Jublia. Jublia is a prescription medicine used to treat toenail fungus. Use Jublia as instructed by your doctor.
Jublia is working it.
Most common side effects include ingrown toenail, application site redness, itching, swelling, burning or stinging, blisters, and pain.
Oh!
Fight it with Jublia.
Now that's a red carpet moment. Ask your doctor if Jublia is right for you.
Visit our website for savings on larger size.
I really want there to be a venue where people who are trying to make a difference can have a voice and have a place to talk about their passions. Weather, climate, environment, technology, science. They're the topics of our lives right now. So let's talk about it.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, showers, thunder possible, low 59, chance of rain 60%. Friday, partly cloudy and windy, high 66. Winds north at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Friday night, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 61. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Closed captioning brought to you by Beltone, your premier hearing care partner.
Beltone is conducting a new trial on innovative hearing technology. You will be asked to evaluate a remarkable product that's virtually invisible. Call 1-800-BELTONE.
It is 1:30 on Weather Center Live. Good to see you. I'm Dave Schwartz.
And I'm Nick Walker. We have a brand new winter storm, newly named, and its name is Lexi.
We do, and Boston is one of the cities that's under a winter storm warning for snow beginning tomorrow morning. Look at the temperature now, 55 degrees. Holy smokes. And you're telling me we could have 3 or 4 inches of snow in Boston? Yes. That's exactly what I'm telling you. And to help reinforce this story, here's Nick Walker.
Yeah, we've got the clouds over you right now. We've got the mild temperatures, but that is going to be giving way to rain and cooler temperatures, and eventually that snow mixes in. So there's the rain to the south of you right now, making its way up to southern New Jersey, but it's going to make its way up a little farther toward the north as we head through the next several hours. But look at the temperatures. 51 degrees in New York, 50 at Philly. There's 55 degrees right now in Boston, and you're telling us we're under a winter storm warning. Yep, that's what we're telling us, because that is the temperatures that are going to be moving into the area, the mid and upper 30s, and then we'll get down below freezing in some of these areas. So there's Boston, Hartford, New York City right now, all dry. Well, save of maybe a sprinkle or two, but the rain chances will increase as we get into the night, and then as the temperatures cool, that's when the snow will come in. Worcester to Boston, down toward Providence, a winter storm warning right now, a huge population area, and those winter weather advisories extend out toward Cape Cod and on up to the coastal regions of Maine. So here's what we can anticipate once we get into your Friday morning rush. We'll see snow, no doubt about it, here around Lowell and Worcester as temperatures are down very close to the freezing mark. A bit above freezing around Boston and Providence, but you can still get snow, that wet snow, even with the temperatures above freezing. It just depends on how, deep that column of air is of sub-freezing air, but once you get right down to the surface, we'll probably still be above the freezing mark. Nevertheless, it's going to stay snow, we think, and stick. By Friday lunch, we'll see all snow widespread here throughout the area, into Plymouth, into Providence as well. And then, by the time we get into the late afternoon and evening, we'll watch the drive home look a whole lot better and get those temperatures back up into the 50s in Lowell and Boston and Plymouth once again. New York City, it's going to be snow during the morning rush, but by the time you get into, say, your lunchtime, it looks like most of the snow moving eastward. So Long Island, you'll still be dealing with some of that, but beginning to see some clearing, some less precipitation back toward your west. And then by evening, it looks like you'll find yourself with those temperatures right around 40 degrees in New York City, and it looks like we'll find ourselves with a lot less snowfall to deal with. So, forecast for tonight, that rain turning over to snow, mixing in with the snow as we get toward morning time, and then it looks like all snow from New York on up toward Boston, Concord, and Bangor as well. So, how much snow? Not a lot, but, we're kind of snow-starved here in many areas. Some of these purple areas here in portions of Connecticut and Massachusetts could get 5 to 8 inches of snowfall. We'll probably see more like 3 to 5 inches there in the area just north of New York City and on up to Boston and a little bit farther toward the north. Dave?
Thanks, Nick. We've seen them worse than that in the Northeast. Just think last year, or maybe you don't want to think of last year. Here is the storm that's going to produce that snow tomorrow. And boy, it's no wonder that there are reports of roads underwater here in downtown Jacksonville. We've had thunder shower after thunder shower just roll through. The front is pretty stationary. There's a little wave on the front. That's going to move through later this evening and then finally end the heavy rain here in North Florida. But it's going to get wetter into Tampa. It's raining at St. Pete. It's not raining at Tampa yet, but it will for this afternoon's rush hour, and then down into central Florida later on tonight. So there are thunder showers. There's the rain up towards St. Simon's Island, Hilton Head Island, all the way up into the coastal Carolinas, where flood watches are in effect because we've had so much rain from this slow moving front. Whiteville all the way up to Greenville, Jacksonville, and Wilmington, North Carolina, all under flood warnings and watches here tonight. So here's the timing. This is the forecast trend. Notice Jacksonville getting into the drier air by midnight, and then the front just kind of weakening as it heads toward Miami about 4:30 in the morning. Rain is going to be ending, at least the heavy rain, in the eastern Carolinas by tomorrow morning's rush hour. And then we're going to get into some chilly air, my friend. Really chilly. After this 1 to 3 inches of rain we find here all the way up to Norfolk, it's going to get cold here by like late in the weekend. Tampa chilling down to the upper 40s tonight and nothing but sunshine tomorrow. You're going to love it. Wilmington, North Carolina, same story with a slower clear. We'll have the sun come out by mid-morning tomorrow, and temperatures will be in the 50s as opposed to the milder weather we have now. But take a look at the colder air up here. It's 25 in Minneapolis, 29 in Omaha. Of course, that's over a snowpack, of course. That cold air is going to be diving southward and eastward. Notice the jet stream. All the way down in here, all deep, there's going to be some snow in the North Georgia mountains by Monday and Tuesday. Nashville, Huntsville, yet you're going to see some snow showers. St. Louis, look at the high temperature on Tuesday, 23. That's some serious cold, don't you think, Nick?
Yeah, that's a big roller coaster dip for sure. All right, tornadoes, have proven pretty chilling this week. That's especially true for one soldier at Fort Stewart, Georgia yesterday. Watch what happened when a tornado suddenly appeared as he tried to take a selfie.
Tornado, man. Straight up, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, huh? Tornado right here. That's crazy. Look at all this. We was in the middle of saluting the flag, right? And all this. You should have seen it, man. It's running. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know if I can zoom in or not. I swear out there. Now you hear the sirens going on. Now you hear the sirens going on. Yo. Oh, that's medical warning going on now. Please, please, please be okay. Let's go. Let's go. This is real, man. This is real. Hey, let's go. Everybody get back inside. Let's go. This fucking real. Holy shit. You never know, it could always come back. It could always come back. This ain't my first time. This is like my third or fourth time being in a tornado.
This is real. Yeah, that's what he says, and for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, the Fort Stewart, the Georgia tornado, is one of two that struck yesterday, and the second day this week for tornadoes.
And our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes, says he saw 10 tornadoes on Tuesday.
Now, this is some of the newest video of one of them. A security camera captured this view outside a high school in Crockett County, Tennessee. As the tornado struck, look at all that debris just flying. Imagine if you were out there.
Yeah, that debris apparently came from the school's field house. Now, school officials say 90% of the field house roof is gone. 8 houses in town were damaged too, and one of them destroyed. Investigators have determined that this was an EF1 tornado with 95-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, there's no such thing as a weak tornado.
Right.
All right.
Crockett County, Tennessee.
Yeah.
This is the tornado tally so far this year, Nick.
Yeah, and, we're going to have to add that one, I guess, in Tennessee. But the preliminary is 26, and that's not as much as the 20-year average of 36, but still impressive. And look at Mississippi, 11 tornadoes.
11, yeah. Dixie Alley active even during wintertime.
Absolutely.
We'll have the latest on the severe threat and a new winter storm.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, showers, thunder possible, low 59, chance of rain 60%. Friday, partly cloudy and windy, high 66. Winds north at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Friday night, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 61. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Attention!
If you took Xarelto or Pradaxa and then suffered uncontrolled bleeding, call the Goldwater Law Firm. You may be entitled to substantial compensation. Call 1-800-429-2700. That's 1-800-429-2700.
A shark is the most dangerous predator in the ocean. A knife is the most dangerous tool in the kitchen. A bite from either can cause serious injury. Watch out! Not anymore. Now there's Shark Gloves, the amazing steel fiber gloves that protect like an impenetrable shield. Watch, this razor-sharp knife slices this tomato with ease, but it's harmless to the Shark Glove. Shark Gloves are stretchy fabric that fit any size hand. You can wear one or both at a time, and they provide maximum grip, wet or dry. Even the jagged edge of a sharp can lid is no match for Shark Gloves. Now protect your fingers from any knife, prevent nasty nicks while peeling, or shield your knuckles from painful grating accidents. Shark Gloves have been used by professionals for years. The secret? Hundreds of stainless steel fibers woven together with flexible nylon fabrics to withstand the sharpest cutting blades. There's no other gloves like it. Watch, this razor blade cuts through industrial rubber, thick leather, reinforced fabric, but not the Shark Glove. Amazing! Broken glass? No need to get out the broom and dustpan. Just pick it up quickly and safely with Shark Gloves. But they're not just for the kitchen. Take them outside for gardening or pruning. A must in the garage with heavy tools. And if they ever get dirty, just toss them in the washing machine. Other cut-resistant gloves cost up to $80, but you can get the amazing Shark Gloves for only $10. But catch this deal. You can double the offer and get a second pair for the garage, workshop, or garden. Just pay separate processing and handling. Call or click right now and get our Ultra Knife. Razor sharp, cuts anything, and it's non-stick. Yours free. Don't get bit by a knife again. Order the amazing Shark Gloves today for just $10. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-955-8535 or order online at sharkgloves.com. That's 1-800-955-8535 or go to sharkgloves.com. Call or click now.
Is your body storing fat more easily? Do you suffer from a lack of energy? Or the draining side effects of restless sleep? How about an increase in wrinkles and even sagging skin?
Hi, I'm Kim Douglas, and as a beauty expert always on the hunt for the next great breakthrough, when I heard about a youth hormone that was associated with reducing body fat, increasing lean muscle mass, and even reducing the appearance of wrinkles, I just had to learn more. I'm talking about human growth hormone, or HGH, and as early as our mid-20s, our natural production of HGH begins to drop dramatically. Here's the good news. Finally, there's Serovital.
Serovital is the first and only amino acid complex shown in a clinical trial to trigger the body's own natural release of HGH from the pituitary gland and increase mean HGH levels by an astonishing 682%.
HGH has been associated with reducing body fat, reducing the appearance of wrinkles, improving sleep, and even boosting energy. As a doctor and a woman, I am very excited that now I can tell women everywhere about Serovital.
Serovital boosts your HGH naturally and at a fraction of the cost of painful injections. Serovital sells for $99 in stores. But call right now because we're letting as many women as possible try Serovital for 30 days absolutely risk-free. Plus, call in the next 6 minutes and we'll also include free shipping. You owe it to yourself to try Serovital for 30 days. It's absolutely risk-free.
Serovital is a true scientific breakthrough, 20 years in the making.
Get the facts at myserovital.com. Supplies are limited. Call 1-800-298-6193 or go to myserovital.com for your risk-free trial today.
Over millions of people are in the winter storm area here from Worcester to Boston, southward into Providence. So we have a winter storm named now Lexi. Those winter weather advisories extend out toward Cape Cod and up toward Maine, where we could get some heavy snowfall too. All the areas in purple, 5 to 8 inches of snow, and that includes portions of Massachusetts down into Connecticut. But, you know, even Boston could pick up 3 to 5 inches of snowfall, an area that hasn't seen all that much snow so far this year. Well, you may have watched water gushing out of a manhole after flooding rain, but have you ever seen a manhole cover explode? they can, and winter weather's to blame. Stephanie Abrams shows us how it happens.
We're all familiar with the plow trucks that come by and they push away all the snow as it's falling. But what you might not see is the de-icing elements that they spray after to help with the melting. Now, they use different de-icers depending on the air temperature. Above 20 degrees, simple rock salt works. It's perfectly fine. It's the same thing as your table salt. Now, when the temperature drops below 20 to about 0 degrees, that's when we use magnesium chloride, which is also a form of salt, but it's actually primarily produced in the Great Salt Lake. That's an interesting fact for you. Then when you get even colder than that, we go to calcium chloride, yet another form of salt that works down to negative 25 degrees. So what is the difference when we go from rock salt to calcium chloride? Well, what it does is it actually lowers the freezing point, making it harder for ice to form. Whoa, what just happened there? Looks like a manhole cover exploded. Now, you've probably seen video of this happening before. So what exactly is going on? So we have all the salt now that has been spread on the street. That, of course, seeps down into the sewer system. What is underneath that manhole cover? Well, we actually have all sorts of cables and gases. So first off, you have the salt that's eroding away at the insulation. Then you have all this gas down in our sewers. You have methane, you have hydrogen, think Hindenburg, and hydrogen sulfide. So once you have that salt that's eroded away at the insulation, you have live wires. Of course, that's heat. You get a spark mixing with the gas, and boom, you have an explosive environment. But let me stand back here, because those manhole covers, they can blast 50 feet into the air, and they can weigh anywhere from 100 to 300 pounds. So if you see one smoking, you obviously want to stay away. New York City estimates that they have more than 2,000 of these manhole incidents a year.
2,000 a year? Wow. And think on the power to pop one of those 50 feet high, and they weigh 300 pounds. Oh, explosives, huh? Of course, they make them bigger than that. Here we are in New York City. This is current radar in New York City. We've got mostly cloudy skies, but as we check a little farther south, there's some rain creeping up into South Jersey, and it extends all the way into Florida. That precipitation is going to head northward toward New York City. So expect rain to develop tonight, and then cold air comes charging in from the west as the low pressure moves just off the East Coast. So we're going to have rain changing to snow right around morning rush hour, with the temperature near the freezing mark. So that's going to be interesting. It could be slushy. And hopefully no manhole covers come out, or person hole covers. What do we call them now? Here's tomorrow. There's our rain and snow band right along the Interstate 95 corridor. Then it's out of here on Saturday. Then it's pretty quiet across the country. A little upper level disturbance moving through Texas, a few showers Houston to start off the weekend, but few and brief is the story there. That is all the way into the eastern Carolinas and harmless. Meanwhile, on Sunday, as we're watching the Super Bowl game, 36 with snow, and snow will be developing in Chicago Sunday night, lasting into Monday morning, and we could even see some rain and snow showers as far south as Dillard, Georgia. How about them apples? That storm heads to the East Coast in some form or fashion. Tuesday will be dry and warm. Look at the west. Look at Seattle 61 and LA 85.
You both have a perfect driving record.
Perfect.
No tickets, no accidents.
That is until one of you clips a food truck, ruining your perfect record.
Yeah.
Now, you would think your insurance company would cut you some slack, right?
No, your insurance rates go through the roof. Your perfect record doesn't get you anything.
Anything.
Perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hi, you've reached Emma. I'm out of the office right now, but we'll get back to you just as soon as I possibly can.
Join Princess Cruises for exclusive Discovery at Sea experiences. Princess Cruises, come back new.
We know you have a morning routine. We have one too. 7 days a week. AMHQ is right here and weather ready.
Let me get you ready for the day weather-wise. We've got a lot going on this morning.
Definitely see what kind of pattern we've had. So start your morning routine with Jim Cantori, Stephanie Abrams, Jan Carfagna, and the rest of AMHQ. It is a team here at the Weather Channel, and an awesome team at that.
Let's get right to what you want, and that is the weather.
AMHQ, every morning starting at 5 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, showers, thunder possible, low 59, chance of rain 60%. Friday, partly cloudy and windy, high 66. Winds north at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Friday night, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 61. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Heartburn. No one burns on my watch. Try Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. They work fast and don't taste chalky.
Amazing. I have heartburn.
Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. Enjoy the relief.
Hey, Amanda. Sorry to bother you, but I gotta take a sick day.
Moms don't take sick days. Moms take Dayquil Severe, the non-drowsy, coughing, aching fever, sore throat, stuffy head, no sick days medicine.
Bacne is a buzzkill, and it's extra frustrating when pimples pop up in hard-to-reach places. But now, Proactive has a totally new offer to give you clear skin head to toe.
Introducing our new Total Body Deep Cleansing Duo. Our medicated body wash clears away pimples on your chest and back. And our all-new Deep Cleansing Body Brush with Soft Touch Silicone gives you a deep clean all over.
The back brush is so contoured, which is really nice. You can actually get into some of the hard spots.
With the body wash, now I can pull out those cute little tank tops. It's made life so much easier.
Together, the all-new Cleansing Duo is a $61 value. But order Proactive today for just $19.95, and the wash and new body brush are yours free.
Proactive kills the bacteria that contributes to acne, and you actually see results quickly.
Call 1-800-582-1084 and order Proactive. Plus, you'll get our Body Cleansing Duo free.
But hurry, supplies won't last.
Over 40, feeling tired, losing muscle, and even romantic drive? Man up with Ageless Male. Natural ingredients clinically shown to support energy, promote muscle, and boost free testosterone.
The great thing about Ageless Male is that it works.
Man up with Ageless Male.
House of Appliances. Over 40 premium appliance brands and the only Sub-Zero Wolf living kitchen in South Florida make our exquisite 12,000 square foot showroom a cut above the competition. Locally owned for over 35 years, House of Appliances expert sales associates, in-house delivery service, and factory-certified installation teams are here to serve you. Visit House of Appliances, where customer satisfaction is the house rule.
Behavioral Health of the Palm Beaches Recovery Center for Men provides quality, evidence-based treatment to men battling addiction. Offering medical detox, expert counseling from licensed clinical therapists, and activity-based therapies, we help men overcome their addiction and rebuild their lives. We understand the unique substance abuse issues that men face and are ready to help you take your life back. Visit rehabformen.com to get your fresh start.
Here we go.
It's our biggest seasons ever. Starting with new episodes of Prospectors at 9 and Highway Through Hell at 10.
Bam!
Sundays on the Weather Channel.
Nick Walker here along with storm specialist Carl Parker talking about our newly named winter storm, Lexi, covering a wide enough area to name it.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be a quick hitter. That's the good news. It's not going to be a whole lot of snow, but it is going to affect a lot of people.
Right, exactly.
And it's going to be tomorrow morning, right when people are trying to get to work.
Bad time to affect everybody.
Bad timing. So there's a look at the current winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories. You see they're really centered around Boston and Worcester. That's where we're talking about several inches potentially. What's interesting about this, Nick, is that there's actually not a storm right now. We're looking for low pressure to develop within this area that's along the coast. So these are lines of equal pressure, and where you see that sort of elongated area right there, that's the low that's just now starting to get going. And in fact, we'll zoom in a little bit and put some winds on here. So you see we've got southerly winds coming up into the Sounds there in North Carolina. Northerly wind across Virginia and northern parts of North Carolina, and then a westerly component and a little bit of turning right in between.
Yeah, so you can't see it coming unless you really analyze things a little closer.
Exactly. That's the beginning of our storm right there. And we think it's going to become a lot more organized in the next several hours. And so we're going to start to see rain coming up into southern New England and coastal areas overnight tonight. There's 1 o'clock in the morning, just starting to see a little bit of snow breaking out there as it's getting involved with some colder air. And then it really begins to blossom, we think, by tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, Boston, Worcester, Springfield, Providence, Hartford, down through Long Island, the tri-state area, much of Jersey and Philly. Snow could be coming down in all of these areas.
And a lot of these areas are still going to see temperatures just a little bit above freezing.
Yeah.
But you can certainly still see snow with that.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that's probably going to help things out a little bit as far as the roads are concerned. You're right. Your rain snow line is not very far away. The snowfall rates are probably going to come up a little bit in some areas, especially around 8 o'clock in the morning, say around Boston. So maybe a little more sticking on the roads. You notice it's getting ready to end there in New York City in the tri-state area, and then we're going to watch it all scoot eastward. So by the middle of the day, it's mostly over, still snowing a little bit in eastern Mass, and then it moves offshore, we think, going into late afternoon.
Yeah, this is what we talk about when we say a quick hit.
Absolutely, and that's going to hold those totals down. So 3 to 5 is what we're thinking through a lot of southern New England, but some pockets of 5 to 8. That may actually extend a little bit closer to Boston as well, maybe in the western suburbs around 495, getting out towards Worcester in that area. I wouldn't be surprised to see some totals getting up above 5 inches, but not the worst of storms considering what we were dealing with last year at this time.
Exactly, and frankly, some of this area probably could use a bit of snow.
Yeah, a lot of people really enjoy snow, not as much as we saw last year, but just generally speaking. Yeah. So the models, they're more consistent about this storm, but they really have been all over the place about what happens after that. So here's the European model showing you that first storm coming up. So far, so good. Then here's the European model showing you the second thing that develops in coastal areas. Now, this is indicating that Sunday night, that would be a really strong low. You see all the lines there. That's a really intense area of low pressure, and that would mean coastal impacts, a lot of wind, and some elevated surf as well. This most recent run of the European model actually takes it just a little more offshore. So the western edge of it was sort of clipping New England in previous runs of the European. It's not doing it as much in this run, but that could still go back and forth, so we still need to watch that closely. But then it shows a third system coming up on Tuesday, solidly in the cold air, in which case you'd be talking about some more snow there in New England.
And that one looks like it very well could be more impactful than even this upcoming one.
Absolutely, no doubt about that, especially because of the track. Not as strong of a low if it were to happen like that. But then you've got the GFS model, and this is where it gets really tricky because the GFS agrees with all the rest of the modeling about what happens here in the next 12 to 24 hours. No problem there. Then we look at the next low developing coming up along the coast, and it's much weaker. Much farther offshore, not nearly the same coastal impact. And then does it go up to New England? No. Moves right out into the open ocean, but then another low comes in behind that weaker system with some snow on Tuesday. So Tuesday looks to be a better bet at this point. Really the open question is what happens with the bigger or possibly bigger low that comes up in between these two.
A lot of things to watch between now and then. Thank you, Carl. Back to you, Dave.
And guys, the next story after that snow is the cold that will be invading the middle of the country, as if you thought it was cold enough already. St. Louis is one of those cities as we look across the Mississippi River from Malcolm Martin Park in Illinois.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, showers, thunder possible, low 59, chance of rain 60%. Friday, partly cloudy and windy, high 66. Winds north at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Friday night, cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 61. Here's our 7-day outlook.